Good morning, everybody. This week's essay. Storm! Storm! Hi there, John Mahoney. Hi there, Andrea Elizabeth Mitchell. We have David and Dave on the other side of the glass. Hi there, Mr. Dickens. Hi there, Paul Izzo. Stephen Sullivan. Pleased to say my middle name with your last name. All right, I'm ready whenever you like. Washington, D.C. flew into a panic last weekend. Schools closed, parents scrambled, flights were canceled, and mayors declared emergencies. There's a storm coming, people in and around the nation's capital exclaimed to one another Sunday night. Are you ready? Charge your phone so you can call for help. But unplug your laptop because of lightning. Prune the trees, fill your bathtubs, juice up your generator, stay away from windows, hoard power bars, hunker down. And not a lot. The severe weather with rain, hail, tornadoes, and hurricane force wind gusts predicted for Monday, March 16, never quite blew into town. My family and I dared to venture out for a birthday dinner in what turned out to be a light mist. After all the dire predictions, it was almost disappointing. It was almost refreshing. What a horrible forecast by meteorologists, especially myself. Local meteorologist Matthew Capucci wrote on X, essentially a nothing burger. He posted a video in which he noted that schools, airlines, cities, and families had upset their plans, much of it under my advice. 10 million people were notified of something that didn't really wind up happening. He explained that the movement of storms to the Carolinas had reduced the storm fuel of warmer air, that he and other meteorologists had expected to smack into a cold front and whip up turbulence. And to be sure, there were winds and rain strong enough to fell several trees, flood a few roads, and knock out power in some Maryland and Virginia suburbs. Another meteorologist, Dr. J. Marshall Shepard of the University of Georgia, wrote in Forbes that a level 4 or 5 storm in the D.C. area is rare, and preparation was absolutely warranted in places like D.C. Still, Matthew Capucci said, we made a horrible forecast. Then he explained why the mistakes happened and added words rarely heard from other experts, analysts, and public figures who offer confident predictions on a multitude of platforms. I'm sorry. Matthew Capucci has been praised for explaining so clearly the process that led to his bum prediction. He seems a rare figure among Beltway pundits who acknowledges his mistakes instead of just blowing hot air. All right. Thank you. So now we'll say goodbye to our folks on X. Hope you join us. We'll be on the air soon. Take care. And Substack, we're going to have the billboards. Let me first say good morning to everybody. That's all right. Hold on. I have to call it up. All right. From NPR News in Washington, D.C., this is Weekend Edition. I'm Scott Simon. This hour, the latest on the war in Iran. Then Ron Elving on the Week in Politics. Also, a Dutch detective who finds stolen masterpieces that have disappeared because they couldn't be sold. Later, Jeff Bennett's new book on some of the giants of black comedy, from vaudeville to Richard Pryor.
Taking off this one. I had to stop drinking now. I got tired like waking up in my car driving 90.
Jeff Bennett's new book is Black Out Loud. First, we have our newscast. This is much too short, isn't it? I don't know. I was shortened. Okay, I can put some stuff in. I'll slow it down. I'll put some stuff in. I'll repackage. No, I'm fine. I'm going to put David's name in under Giants of Black Comedy. From NPR News in Washington, D.C., this is Weekend Edition. I'm Scott Simon. This hour, the latest on the war in Iran. Then we'll have Ron Elving on the Weekend Politics. Also, a Dutch detective who finds stolen masterpieces that have disappeared because they couldn't be sold by the people who stole them. And later, Jeff Bennett's new book on some of the giants of black comedy, from vaudeville to Richard Pryor.
Thinking though, it was fun. I had to stop drinking more because I got tired like waking up in my car and driving 90.
Jeff Bennett's new book is Black Out Loud. And first, we have our newscast. Today is Saturday, March 21st, 2026. All right, got it. From NPR News in Washington, D.C., this is Weekend Edition. I'm Scott Simon. This hour, what could be ahead in the war in Iran and what may be left of its nuclear program. Also, March Madness upsets, and a visit to the Kennedy Center with its former leader on its imminent closing for repairs under the Trump administration, and a new film, Spacewoman, on the upwards trajectory of Eileen Collins, first woman to command and to pilot a spacecraft.
I think I had the two best jobs in the world. I was a mother and I was an astronaut.
But also a lot of challenges along the way. First, we have our newscast. Today is Saturday, March 21, 2026. A C1 intro, okay. C1, John Daly? Right? A meteor fell in Ohio? Thank you, Mr. Dickens. Okay. Wow. All right. You're entrusting me with a lot here, Andrew. Yeah, right it is. All right. Well, I'll hurry it up. I won't linger, okay? We'll begin in 3, 2, 1. This week, a federal judge paused the major changes Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has made to vaccine policy. But even before that injunction came down, Democratic-led states have been pushing back against the Trump administration's changes. John Daly at Colorado Public Radio explains how that state is taking vaccine policy into its own hands. That story comes from NPR's partnership with Colorado Public Radio and KFF Health News. This is NPR News.
Kids.
So a federal judge paused the... What did I say? Oh, it should be changes, yeah. All right, let me try that again. Sorry, this desk is coming down, David. Yeah, I have to... Yeah. Wait, hold on. Okay. Sorry, taking advice from the smart water. All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1. This week, a federal judge paused the major changes Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy... 3, 2... Now I'll never do it, right? 3, 2, 1. This week, a federal judge paused the major changes Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has been making to vaccine policy. Even before that injunction came down, Democratic-led states have been pushing back against the Trump administration's changes. John Daly at Colorado Public Radio explains how that state is taking vaccine policy into its own hands. Oh, the page. Thank you. It's a beautiful day for a radio show. Let's do 2 today and a podcast. Oh, that's very nice of you to say, Mr. Dickens. To view that as a benefit, bonus coverage. And you notice, no extra pricing. So thank you very much for being with us. We're going to be on local public stations in about 18 minutes, and we can't wait to join you. An important week. I guess maybe they all are, and we're very glad to be here with work to do that can be, I hope, useful to people. Hi there, Andrea Elizabeth Mitchell, and S.R. O'Brien, and Lucy Fellows. Okay, see you all later. Take care. Thanks very much, John Mahoney. Take care. Bye-bye.